There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will root it away to get this one started. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Duke Blue Devils offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks. Kick is in the air. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Little pressure on the cover. Offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
The Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Klubnik. Quickly out to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Sends it downfield. He makes a catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he's on his way.
It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And kickoff team, everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Blue Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. On the ground, it's Cassie. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down, it's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Better find the earplugs, here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. Wide out trying to get it in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Now trying to power it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. He couldn't quite get loose on that return, but he'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Snap it to the back. Spins away from the defense. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Right back to the well. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Off play action. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. 3rd down. Red zone play. Crowd alive. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the left. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run it to the right side. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 48. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking for a gap. It's Randall. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He's in open space downfield. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Needing to convert, Clemson comes to the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Brown. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up a touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been bumped the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14 to 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big one this week in the SEC. Heck, they're all big ones in that conference. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Arkansas. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A strike downfield. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just going to keep it after the snap.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
Off play action on first down. Rush is on him. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we've played one quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Plucks it out of the air. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Fights off a defender. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
The Tigers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wants to throw. It's Klubnik. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the pass rush. Turn after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
And the Blue Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. He'll pull it on the read. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on 3rd down. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Hunt is on its way. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Looking for space. It's Haynes. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense, more about...
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day.
And if if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
The short hands, it's Castle. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They'll give him one to the 28-yard line. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pressure coming. He's got him. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Across the 25. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Blue Devils have their offense in high gear. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Blue Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying play action. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll go to the air. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. Power stroke. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. They want to dance their way in on 3rd and goal. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Dropping back, it's Klubnik. Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Got a man in the middle. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over...
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. Buckle up, boys. I think more scores are coming.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Florida is just getting dragged through the swamp today. And this fan base, who's so used to doing that gator jump, they're making other gestures today. They're trailing by 14 to Arkansas.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw.
Games like these just mean more in the SEC, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should see.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Got it behind the line. It's Kane. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Out of the gun, the inside kick. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to return it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the middle. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock.
And I don't mind this coaching staff and their decision to stay aggressive here with the lead at the end of the 1st half. You've got a quarterback that, in my opinion, has earned the right to throw the ball in these situations, but you've got to be better with your decision-making right there. That's a costly turnover, which now gives your opponent the chance to score some more points here at the end of the half.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He's got his man across the middle. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Finds his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Bring in the heat. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. In the waning seconds of the first half, just enough time to try a field goal to take the lead. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That late-in-the-half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in Death Valley, and welcome into the halftime report. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
And the Blue Devils will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Tigers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Klubnik. Quick strike complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. He'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they've taken the lead. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The give to the tailback. Runs through the tackle. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. And that Clemson defensive front getting their paws on dudes and making their presence felt.
And, Reese, that's how they built their dynasty. I mean, I know their offense was flash and sizzle and was really good, but, man, it's the Dexter Lawrence and the Christian Wilkins in the defensive front. Those big boys that could get after the quarterback, that played relentless, those guys really set the tone and set the foundation for Clemson and big-time success.
The Blue Devils send out the punt unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Well, that play just took way too long to develop for the offense. You've got a free safety who's not even blitzing, and he gets the sack. That play's not designed for the QB to hold on to the ball that long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Klubnik. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Finds his way up just short of the 40 to the 39-yard line before he goes out of bounds. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time, there he goes. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Looking for room, it's Castle.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipke if they can stop him on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Castle. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Quick spin on the run. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Running into the open space. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Randall. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires downfield. That's caught. It's Haynes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a second and long. Quarterback on the keeper. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Here comes Clemson with another first down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Klubnik. Pulls it in, it's Haynes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. The Tigers line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Tries to get it on the ground. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida is currently trailing in this one, but I'm old enough to remember the comeback Danny Werfel led in 1995 to beat Tennessee, so don't rule anything out here today. They're trailing by 10 to Arkansas. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Jones. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The run to the left. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. The Blue Devils line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. They'll They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Tackle is made at the 48. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Looking for room. It's Haynes. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Klubnik. Right on the money. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Dead center perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. To the air on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Anthony. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Brown. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's a heat. Nowhere to go with it all, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, quarterback went down behind center pretty quick that time, and it makes you wonder as a play caller, against this pass rush, do you start thinking about maybe rolling your quarterback out and changing the launch point?
And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Makes the catch. It's Brown. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. He finds a soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
That's defense.
They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. On the run, it's Castle. relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the move.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. It's complete to the left. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Fires into the end zone. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Throws to the wideout. On the ground, it's Castle. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the ground game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Grabbed behind the line. It's Jones. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Working that left side now.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Surging forward on the sneak. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Clemson ready to go back to work with another 1st down. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Handoff to the lone back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Looking to throw, it's Klubnik. Got it in the middle, it's Randall. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David,